So one of the things I want to talk to you guys about this week is how to create an image library. And essentially what an image library is a collection of pictures that you use to build a project. So as you can see here, I have a file with a bunch of these different little pictures, and all of these are components of this giant stretch landscape that we do. And sometimes it's easier to start out with all this stuff so you're ready to just add it and add your effects. And that way you're able to create a final product um, without searching for all of these images individually as you go. So that's what we're going to do today. So the first thing that you guys need to know is what to actually look for. So what I've done is I've posted a doc to your guys' Schoology page. I have an 8th grade image library, obviously for the 8th graders, and likewise a 7th grade image library. Now, as you can see, when I click back and forth between these two pages, your first page of the document is the same. That's because you guys actually both do the desktop design. But after that, it changes. So for instance, the 8th graders, we do this project called Window to Another World, where you cut windows out, add a new background, add images, and you end up with a product kind of like this, where you have this interior room with a new kind of fantastic background, and the coloring and lighting effects match up. 7th graders, we have several different projects. So for you guys, I've started off with the Mona Lisa, which is always a lot of fun, and I've added the animal mixture as well. Oh yeah, I even have the graffiti here. Okay, so I have a few projects for you guys to start adding images from. So basically what you're going to go through here is you're going to look at each of these different pictures, be like, oh, okay, I need a background of a landscape. I need an image that represents a hobby, activity, or sport that I enjoy. Blah, 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 blah. And you'll continue and you'll add each of these required images to the folder that we create. Let's say that we're going to start looking for the animal that we're going to use for our desktop design. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open up Google Images and I'll search for, let's say, we'll just search dog. That's nice and easy. Okay. So when this page pops up, you're going to have all these small versions of your pictures. And these small versions are called thumbnails. Essentially, a thumbnail is just a preview of a bigger image. So when you find a picture you want, what you want to do is actually click on it and open it up. Now, an important thing to note when you open up these images with Google is that you have these two numbers down here at the bottom left corner of your picture. This is the size of the image. Okay, and for us, we want the biggest images possible. A higher quality, or excuse me, a larger image will result in a higher quality image. Okay, so 680 by 453, that's okay. What we can actually do is tell Google how to search for images. And we do that by clicking this Tools button up here. And you'll see an option that says Size. And we always want to pick large images. Whenever we're searching for projects in graphic arts, we always want to search for large images. So now I can come back down, and I keep looking for a dog, and I can choose whatever dog I want. You can see that this is a really super high quality image because I have a nice large size there. So when I found the image I've wanted, okay, what I'm going to do is right click on the middle of my picture here, and I get a little drop down, and I want to hit Save Image As. Just for the time being, we can save our work to the downloads because we're going to add, we're going to end up adding that to our Google Drive anyway, and we'll talk about how to do that in just a second. So once I've clicked on my downloads here, okay, the file name, you're welcome to change that if you want. Okay, I can call him like Fluffball or something. Fluffball. And then hit save when I'm happy with it. So now what we need to do is to use Google Drive to create a folder. Okay, so the first thing that you guys will do is log into your Google Drive account. If you're using Google Chrome as a browser, you can find Google Chrome, or excuse me, you can find Google Drive up here by clicking on your little, as Mr. Mac likes to call it, the little waffle iron, these little 9 dots up at the top right corner of your screen. And here's the Google Drive icon. If you're not using Google Chrome as a browser, just search for Google Drive and it'll pull it up for you. Okay. Now you'll want to log in using your Forest Hills account. So when you're in Google Drive, this is kind of how it'll start you off. Obviously, I'm probably going to have a lot more junk here just because I do so much more with Google Drive than you guys probably do, but that's okay. We're going to start off the same way. So we're going to go up top here where it says New, and we have this little plus sign, and we click on New. You're going to pick the option that says Folder, okay? And this is how we're going to organize our work. Under New Folder, you guys can call this anything you want. You might want to call it Graphic Arts Images or Digital Imaging. Graphic Arts Images. And I'll hit Create. Okay. Now, when you open your Graphic Arts Images folder, there's not going to be anything there. It's totally blank. Okay. And you'll have an option that says Drop Files here or use the New button. And that's what we're going to do. So what we're going to do is click New. And we want to now pick the option that says File Upload. Okay. Now you guys probably have been saving to your downloads. I've kind of cleared mine out so that I could show you how to do this. So here's our little fluff ball that we just saved. Okay, so we're going to click fluff ball and hit open. And bam, that'll drop our fluff ball into our Graphic Arts Images folder. Okay, and you guys just want to fill this folder with each of the images that you need from your image library. Hopefully that makes sense. If you guys have any questions on how all of that works or what you need, feel free to either email me or send me a message via Schoology.